Hello, David Landry here with the Gervais Group, Keller Williams, Cape Cod, and Colonial Partners. I am here today doing a video tour of 32 Cabot Circle in Plymouth, Massachusetts. And this is a very gorgeous property. Let me give you some of the details. It is a 3-bedroom. It has 3 full baths and 2 half baths. It's located on about 1.5 acre lot of land. And some other details about the property. It's about just over 2,800 square feet of heated square footage, 2,846. Most of that is above ground, but they also have a below ground finished basement as well. So this home has a private sewer system. The Title V is not yet done, but it is scheduled. It also has private water. It was built in 1989, and it is listed at $740,000. So I am going to flip the camera and give you a tour of the outside. The grounds are just immaculate and spectacular. You'll be very amazed with that. So I'm going to flip the camera. It is a Cape-style home. Very neat and tidy on the outside. The landscaping details includes very mature plantings, but it's a very pretty lot. I'm going to show you the outside first because there's a lot to see, and then I'll take you in to look at all the square footage inside as well. So as you can see, lots of mature plantings, very nicely landscaped. There are, just to give you a fair warning, lots of toys in the backyard. So this property is heated with ductless mini splits, and it is geothermal heating, which is, if you're not familiar with that, it's a much more efficient way of extracting water from the ground and using that as a cooling method instead of the typical Freon. But here we have the pool with a nice deck leading up to it. And as you can see, it's a very nice backyard for entertaining. I'm not sure what the dimensions of the pool are, but we can definitely find out how big it is. It is a circular pool. But leading down to the pool is a deck from the upper area, as well as there's a walkout basement. In addition to the pool, you have a jacuzzi tub and a beautiful, nicely stoned fire pit area. You can see one of the geothermal units there on the wall, leading up to all the rooms in the house. Continuing on, there's a nice stone step going up to the upper level. And back here we have what appears to be a little sandbox. There's a wood-burning fireplaces inside, so that's probably why the firewood is there. But you have an outbuilding for storing gardening equipment, lawnmowers. Also interesting, they have a garden area. These folks must be really into farming, so not only do they grow crops, those are bee hives back there, and you also have what appears to be coops for wildlife. I don't know if there's any chickens or anything in there right now, but that's what's back there. So nice lawn-in area. This is a corner lot, and you can see the side and the back of the house. It's that quintessential Cape Cod shaker. Shakes on the outside, You have a nice courtyard here for seating. You probably put an umbrella in that table, which makes it just a very nice area, surrounded by hosta and flowering plants. A nice seating area here. I'm sort of accentuating all of the features of the outside. It's a very lovely property. Plenty of space in the driveway. There is a two-car garage with what they used to refer to in my North Carolina days as a frog room, finished room over garage, with a nice decorative cupola on the top. So I guess I could probably spend a lot of time on the outside, but that gives you a quick rundown on what the outside looks like. Nice front porch with chairs for sitting. Very inviting. You enter the home into sort of a mudroom area. You have a closed closet, a tiled area for coming and seating. And then you have this access to the two-car garage, which is pretty huge and beefy. Lots of shelves for storage, a door to the backyard, and it does have a generator. I'll have to double check to see whether or not that's excluded or included, but this room I'll save till last. Is a finished room over the garage, which is kind of the sort of like the frosting on the cake. But as you enter, immediately on the primary level is the primary bedroom with a nice seating area overlooking the pool. Two closets, primary closets. And this is one of the 3 full baths. Has a walk-in shower. Toilet, tile floor. Looks like a laminate vanity top with a sunken sink. So that's the primary. Then you enter into the kitchen. Stone countertops, kitchen overlooking the backyard. Updated stainless steel appliances. On this side you have a coffee station. There's an electric stove with double oven, and has this sort of peninsula. So that's the kitchen. Behind the kitchen is a more formal dining area that overlooks the front yard, and it has that wainscoting finished effect. And then off the kitchen area, there is one of the half baths, nicely finished off. Decorative vanity and toilet. This overlooks the fire pit area. Then I'll take you around through the living room, which is front to back living room. The back has a deck that overlooks the outdoor area. There you have the pool, the jacuzzi in the fire pit area, the sandbox, the out sheds and the gardens back there. wood-burning fireplace with widescreen TV above. But you can see it's pretty spacious area that spans front to back. I'll take another shot over here so you can get a sense for the space here in the living room. And then here you have the front door access. Nice decorative storm door on the front door. You have a coat closet. That's the dining room again, but then you have access to the second floor. Carpeted stairway. At the top of the stairs, you have another bath with a double vanity. Another one of the full baths. Toilet. And this one is a tiled tub shower. And then off to either side are bedrooms. One bedroom currently has looks like a full-size bed in it. This overlooks the cabana area, but it has two closets. So lots of storage. Window overlooking the backyard. And to get a sense for the size of the room. And then on the other side of the stairway is another bedroom. Looks like a full bed. There's a desk in this room. Again, dual closets with a window overlooking the front yard in this case. So that would be the 3 bedrooms, including the primary downstairs, these two with, you've seen the half baths and full baths. So then going down to the basement. Finished basement. Lots of room down here. Immediately to the right as you come down is the utility room. So they have a refrigerator here, but this is where your washer dryer is located. And here you can see the mechanical, so you do have a hot water tank. This is the well pump for the private well. There's a sump pump. And they have lots of storage down here, so they must be into canning. I know if we ever have a natural or national emergency, this is where I'm coming. And then back here is just more storage, as well as there's a furnace. So this is where the furnace is in the mechanical room. I'm looking for a light switch. Oh, it's actually a motion sensor, so the light comes on with motion. And it's an oil-fired furnace, so they do have an oil tank. And this is in addition to the geothermal mini splits that they have. And then on this side, you have completely finished room downstairs. So this happens to be a walkout. So you see the jacuzzi tub, the fire pit. Oh, I'm sorry, you're probably looking through the screen. There, that's a better shot. Jacuzzi tub, fire pit, and then you have the steps to the above ground pool. And this is the last bathroom that we haven't seen. So this is walk-in. Yep, walk-in, shower, toilet, and then you have a vanity. Give you a sense for the space of the room. This looks like it's already set up as sort of a mini daycare entity with all sorts of toys, shelves. It is a 200 amp service, which is located behind this wall. So if you did want to use this as a daycare situation, I think you'd probably want to do safeguards of blocking off the pool and the jacuzzi for obvious liability reasons. But outside of that, the last thing you haven't seen is the frosting on the cake, which is the frog room, or the finished room above the garage, or finished room over garage. So walking again through the main entrance. Carpeted stairway to the top. You have a nice hall tree at the top of the stairs. And then you enter into this huge entertaining area. Wet bar, sectional, wood stove, and a huge game day widescreen TV. And this is the second half bath. So 3 full baths and 2 halves. This has a sink, look, has a mini fridge. So a nice area for entertaining. So that is the outside and inside of 32 Cabot Circle in Plymouth, Massachusetts. If you have any questions at all, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, this is David Landry with the Gervais Group, Keller Williams, Cape Cod, and Colonial Partners, signing off.